When you think of Mumbai, you probably think of a big, crowded city with lots of traffic. But they also have an air-conditioned metro, and yesterday they just opened some more lines. As you can see, our new metro line is starting, line 7 and 2A. Let's try to find them. I'm here at Ghatkopar on the east end of the metro line. Let's go take the metro all the way back and forth across the city and see what it's like. Friendly locals in the area. The station's sponsored by MasterCard. There's the entry. A lot of people don't realize that India's metro systems have become very modern. They've been helpful in my travels and are super comfortable as I'm exploring cities like Bangalore, Chennai, and now Mumbai. Now, Mumbai's metro is smaller than other big cities, but it has big plans. Eventually, it'll be 33 kilometers, travel at speeds up to 90 kilometers per hour, and connect you from Colaba in the south to North Mumbai while reaching the airport and the local train system, so you can get everywhere comfortably. Outside of the metro station here, we have some metro promoters, so we'll ask them a couple questions. Let's start with the most important question. What is the cost?
Minimum 10 rupees starting and maximum to 40 rupees.
So he's saying to go from Versova to Ghatkopar, it's going to cost us 40 rupees or about 50 cents. Now, if we were to take a taxi, it would take us 45 minutes by car, and you can imagine the cost of that. If we were to walk, it would take us 2 hours and 22 minutes. Flights are not available. What we still don't know is how long it's going to take on the metro. Ghatkopar return. Ghatkopar? We can see that these prices range from 10 rupees to 30 rupees for one-way trips. So why take a metro instead of a taxi, rickshaw, local train?
Save the time, and it's very useful. You can just save the traffic and all.
So the metro is raised above the city. You get away from the horns, the honking, the traffic. Go nice and fast. Yeah, I wonder how it compares to riding in a glorious rickshaw. The metro just opened 2 lines. Can you tell us about them?
Yes, the 2 lines are open from Daisar to Are Colony. And the second line, I don't know about that.
Uh-oh, metro promoter guy hasn't heard about the 2 new lines. But we can see here that they did just open up 2A and 7. And I have plenty of other stories about the opening on my pinboard in my Opera browser. But before we hop on a train, let me show you more about the Opera browser, the sponsor of this video. And a browser with unique and helpful features, good for travelers and people in India. Opera has a built-in ad blocker. This saves me from annoying ads while speeding up my browser up to 90%. When I'm working online for hours, this is a big help. Opera also has a free VPN, so my data is encrypted when I'm online. I'm sure you realize Wi-Fi networks can be easily hacked. I work from hotels and cafes, so having a VPN is crucial to my online security. And Opera's VPN is totally free and built in. Opera also has built-in messengers in the side of the app, so I can easily click over to my Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and respond to messages. One especially cool thing for travelers is the pinboards feature. When I'm planning a trip, I save links, videos, and research in one cool looking board. It's easy to add new content with just one click as I'm browsing the web. Finally, they have a quick import tool, so with just a few clicks you can import all your bookmarks and settings from your previous browser. Just go to settings on the sidebar, scroll to import bookmarks and settings, and you're good to go. I love the Opera browser's unique features. You can see if it's right for you by checking out the link in the description right now. Here's the metro coming in. You can see the people queuing up behind it. There's a queue for the women on one side and then the general population over here. Women can ride in all the cars too, and I didn't see anyone having problems. Just be sure you follow the strict rules. First, stay behind the yellow line. Second, use the dustbin. If you litter, you're in big trouble. Third, give up your seat for the elderly and such. Fourth, no snacking. And finally, and most important, if you're liking the video, please click the like button. If you end up disliking it later, you can always click dislike. You can check the board for the coming trains. We see they're about 8 minutes apart. Next one in 3 minutes. All right, we're on the metro, about to take a trip all the way to the end of it. Let's see how it goes. We're right at one of the main stations right here in Diri, so it's busy. I'm sure a lot of people headed off to work. We're gonna go by some main stations like the Western Express Highway, the Airport Road. Eventually it goes all the way to Ghatkopar, which is on the east side of the city. After being out in the city, it's very, very nice and cool. We got the vents right up there, coming right down. I've been in India for over 1,270 days because it's an inspiring place for me. And I want to see every state to get more of a sense for India's diversity. But I want to see the real India, and it can be tough when you're going to tourist places and riding in planes or nice taxis. Mumbai is the city of dreams, and the metro has the working people of Mumbai headed to the office for the daily grind. And each of these people are working on their dream. Mumbai is also a city of extremes, from the very wealthy to the very poor, and you can see it from these windows. So we're progressing along eastward. Every stop we go gets a little bit less crowded. Some nice sights of the Mumbai of this area. Nice buildings. We're at Airport Road right now. All right, so after 5 stops, it is nice and quiet. So if I wanted to sit down, I could. I like checking out the view. So the airport connects to the metro. So from the metro, you could go to the east or go to the west, connect to the local train, and basically get anywhere in Mumbai inexpensively and relatively conveniently. The next stop is ours. From one side to the other, it's take about 15 minutes. Pretty quick trip. Go across from one side to the next. Air conditioning. Helpful announcements in English too. So we survived one ride. Now before we try to find those new metro lines, let's go taste a little bit of Mumbai food. Have a little breakfast before we head back. In Mumbai, they put the idli directly in a soup of sambar. The sambar sweet with good taste. It's like a stew, richer than a typical South Indian idli that I'm used to. We'll have a tomato omelet as well with a hot plate. Some bread and some sauces with the tomato omelet. The omelet is half flour, tastes like an udapam, but with a lot of egg. Now that we're energized, let's try to find these new metro lines. Here's another announcement. It's pretty big. I'm at DN Nagar, and you can see the new metro being built here. All the way into the distance. New places to reach. So for our first trip, we took this yellow line from near DN Nagar to Ghatkopar. Now we want to take the red line or the blue line from DN Nagar to Dahisar, but we're having some trouble. In the papers it says 2 new metro lines opened, but when I'm asking people at the station here, no one has any idea about it. The workers don't know, the people don't know. Maybe it was just a test. I went near the Andheri station, I went near the DN Nagar station, and I couldn't find it, unfortunately. I know it exists because I saw the inauguration. If you've ridden the new metro lines, let us know in the comments and how to get there. This right here is the coming metro line. It goes down that way. Still gonna be a few years according to my cabbie, which, you know, that's super accurate info. For more videos about beautiful India, tune in next week.